Welcome back to Margaritas in Paradise. Hey, I was just out and about and noticed that it is low season. The place is deserted. I was just doing a video, Cranamac Hill. Oh, well, check that video out. It'll be out in a couple days. But yeah, what's going on here? This is the low of low season. And when does low season start? Well, I'll tell you what, you have your high season, that's basically October till the day after Songkran Festival. And I literally mean the day after as far as Pattaya is concerned. And it doesn't get any better until the end of October in this area. And that's the way it's going to be. So we have about, 5 or 6 months of low season. And it's great for a guy like me, all right? But for the bars and the nightlife, and everything that supports the nightlife. It doesn't matter. You don't look at the infrastructure that supports nightlife here. I mean, it could be anything from the ice companies delivering ice every day, the beverage companies taking care of the businesses, the hairdressers and the barbers, all right, the electrical companies and the plumbers, the air conditioning guys that maintain equipment. Everything has a little piece of the pie, okay, per se. When it comes to places like Pattaya, Thailand, and there's other places all over the world, especially Asia, for whatever reason, have this great nightlife. You know, whether it be the Philippines or Vietnam or Cambodia, and I'm sure there's other places too. Those are just a couple places I'm mentioning. But since I'm right here, I have feet on the ground, I can sit there and look at this place and it makes you wonder what's going on. Okay? And is it just an annual migration? All right? Is it that? I don't know. But it has definitely hit this area hard right now. You know, I want to talk about economical circumstances that affect places like Pattaya and what it gets known for throughout Thailand. And people know the old story that a family's super poor in Isan or wherever they're from, and they're not educated. They don't have any self-value as far as the family's concerned. They teach their family that family is number one, and we'll do anything we can do to support the family. It goes a step further than that. It's sending your children off to work to support the family at a very young age. Now, a lot of that has changed so much in Thailand in the last 20 years or so. When I first came here, and we'll use my ex-wife Nikki as an example here. When she was 12 years old, she went to work right away in Bangkok. The story that I was told that she had to go up in front of the Buddhist monk, and they basically said, you know what, you're not worth uh, giving a higher education to. You need to go to work. And I'll tell you what, her family was very poor, and so she had to go to work. That was her destiny. But I'll tell you, in all honesty, after I met her, I realized how smart she was. And if she was given any type of a chance at all in life, she could have easily been a doctor or a lawyer because she was just super, super smart. Anyway, I feel bad. I really do, that she wasn't ever given that chance. I don't think anybody grows up thinking, oh, I'm going to be a bar worker or something like that. There's choices in life, but sometimes the choices just don't come their way because money stands in their way. Here's another one. I have a very good friend of mine that came down recently. She had just put her daughter through a university to be an accountant, and she was hired here locally in Pattaya. My friend comes down to see her daughter for a couple days. Came down, she stayed with me, called up her daughter to go say hello. And as it turns out, her daughter was working on Walking Street. We went down to the establishment and saw her daughter working there. And I definitely felt different. It was kind of like seeing my daughter in a place like that. It wasn't my daughter, but it felt like that, if that makes any sense. And my friend, the mother, she definitely wasn't happy, all right? but she understood. And as it turns out, the job that she was supposed to be working, she was under a contract work for 15,000 baht a month, which did not include any housing or food or anything like that. It was 15,000 a month. And it was 6 days a week, 8 hours a day, that type of thing there. So 15,000 a month is about $500, right? Maybe a little bit more, something like that. But where she's working right now to this day, she gets paid a minimum. She gets, a minimum of 20,000 baht every 10 days. Plus, she gets a commission on drink prices that she sells. So she told her mother that the last month she made 200,000 baht, which is what, $7,000. Her mother only makes maybe $15,000 a year, and now her daughter's making that in 2 months. So she can understand what's going on. The prices for those jobs in Thailand are really going up. The money that can be made are drawing a lot of people into that lifestyle. Yeah. So I don't know if you agree with that or not, but that is life here in Thailand. All right. Let's see here. Definitely check the description box below. All kinds of money saving links in there and other things. All right. Thailand at one point was a third world country. When I first came here, it was third world country for sure. All right. But it's definitely developing right now. And it's getting better and better every day. And you can see how much better it is. Just the circumstances around here, the people that come here to work, everybody's coming here for a piece of the pie. During high season, there was so many businesses just booming everywhere. It was like a massive garden. And we saw that with places like Walking Street, where they took down all these great signs that were all over the place, the neon glitter of Walking Street, and they turned it into a dark area for a small time being, but the owners figured out a way to put up their signs again, and now they have these beautiful LED lights. And so they've done a really good job down there, and they've changed, I don't know if they've changed the image of Walking Street, but they've changed the image of the nightlife on Walking Street, and it's probably for the better. It's probably for the betterment. Okay, is that the right word? Is betterment a word? I don't know. But anyway, they've really done a good job as far as beautifying the place. So that's not to say that they're busy. You go down on Walking Street tonight's a Saturday night, okay? You go down there and the street's going to be packed, full. But you go into the establishments and they're all empty. So I don't know what to say. I mean, it's crazy. But everywhere else in town, there's a few key areas, Tree Town, obviously, it is a good area to go to. LK Metro is another good area to go to, where there's a lot of people in those nightlife areas. If you're going down Soi Buakhao, for instance, or Second Road, or those areas there's people out walking around somewhat, but inside the businesses, they are dead, and they are suffering big time. So when I was in business, I always loved competition, because I kind of felt like the bigger the community was with competition, the more people that were attracted to that area. All right, but in a town of 20,000 bars and 20,000 massage shops, how many more do we really need? Well, when they're booming, during high season, when it's really busy out, and people see how busy these places are, they're thinking, I want a piece of that pie. So they open up this shop that's right next door to this place that is doing really good. And then all of a sudden, you have the same amount of customers coming in, but twice as many shops. And your piece of the pie just got cut in half. And it keeps happening like that over and over again. If you have, let's say you started out with 10 shops, and now you have 30 shops, and nobody was doing really great to begin with, but they were doing good enough that they enticed 20 other shops to open up right in that area. Now everybody's suffering. Many people come to Thailand or Pattaya in general because they see the opportunity to work, to make money here. All of the positions that are available cover everything because of tourism, basically. But they expend way beyond that, okay? Whether it's nightlife, whether it's hospital, education for children, or education for adults, people that are coming here and want to learn a new language or how to cook or to scuba dive. So there's lots of different avenues why they need so many workers here. But once you get here, you start looking at the signs and you see attractions to make additional money or to really make big money. How much is a normal Thai worker going to make? All right, so the normal Thai worker is making approximately $10 a day, and everything's based on a national minimum wage. But then there's other people that see the possibility of making 10 times that amount or more per day. Families are dedicated to themselves. When you're talking to people here in Pattaya, it's all about their family. It may be about their children, but more times than not, it's about their mother and their father, or maybe it's about their grandparents. So families really, they self-sacrifice themselves to get what they need. Their moral justification may be different than the way that you see it or I see it, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to make that extra money so their family can succeed and they're able to pull themselves out of this hole. I can't tell you what the right answer is here in Thailand. This area here, even though it is low season, high season will be back. Nightlife here is developing. It's getting better everywhere you go. It's newer, it's more entertaining. Prices are going up. It's not as cheap as it used to be. And the people that are working here are getting paid more, and they're getting paid more for a reason. And the reason why is you're willing to pay more for the services that you're getting. Attitudes are changing for sure. There's always going to be this moral majority that believe one way and versus the way, let's say, I believe, or people here in Thailand believe. They believe that their way of thinking is right, and if you don't think their way, then you're wrong. Just, you can't please everybody in the world, that's for sure. Things will continue to exist in Thailand. All right, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, that you're hitting that subscribe button. If you ever felt like buying me a cup of coffee, there's a link in there for that. I like coffee. If you're in town, send me a message. We can go get coffee together. It's a good thing. All right, and if you have any other questions or things like that, if I have time, I don't mind helping you out. If you need questions here or things solved here, let me know and I'll try to help you out. All right, well, that's all I have for you today, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.